All right, guys, here we go. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at Chainlink and Solana, two of the big players in the altcoin market. And as you can see, like everything else, we had a big slam down yesterday, but not really that bad. We're back up into this basically this consolidation zone right here. And when we break out of it, when Chainlink breaks out of it, it's going to be a hellacious move to the upside, and we'll show an example of that, what happened previously. But in the meantime, quite honestly, we got to get back up and over this uptrend line, number one. Number two, this high pivot zone here where the red dash line is. And we also had the 50 simple day moving average there. So we have two moving averages here together. And many times those are very strong resistance zones. Now, what the market makers could do is call and jump the brook. They can push price in a heartbeat, across that level and give us a daily close like this, for example. And there's a couple other ways too. But anyway, there's even though we have three going on four factors here for resistance, the two ways that we can get over that, number one is what I just talked about. Number two is just consolidating here, like we did in this zone, before we broke out, and over in this area, so on and so forth. So, I mean, it looks kind of desperate right now, but just, any type of good news coming out, a whale coming in there, buying it up, yeah, we could definitely go higher. Now, with the bull side being said here, what we want to watch out for are the bears coming in here. As you can see, right along this line, we have lots, if I can make it straight, we have lots of previous support, support here. We whipped into it, support here. If we break that, yeah, we're going lower, okay? We're coming down into this previous consolidation zone here, and hopefully that will break the fall, so to speak. We again consolidate there, and as you can see, just right in line, maybe just under the 100 simple day moving average, a gold line. So we break under here, okay, right through here. We get a close under there. In other words, this green candle today just happens to be a pause candle, and then tomorrow and the next day we get a candle break and we close under that line. Yeah, we're going to the 100, and that had better hold, or the next, potential support area is this resistance area that we couldn't get over for many, many days, then finally broke out right there. And that's what we're talking about. This is real easy stuff. You just can't let your mindset uh, play games with you. Okay, be patient, be understanding, know where the potential support levels are, where the breakout zones are, and the breakdown zones. Okay, and also if you can't name it, you shouldn't be trading it. Okay, it's like your dentist going, working on your teeth, and he goes, well, I read this on Reddit that, or on X, that if your tooth looks like this or this happens, I think, we need to pull it, or I think we need to fill a cavity. Uh, you know, I'm, I'm sure he goes a little bit more detail than that before he works on your teeth, tries to fix something. Bad analogy, I know, but that's how people get in trouble. They just go in and trade on a feeling, or well, I read that, or I heard this. And anyway, you got to be able to name it, see it, name it, and know the positive about it. If you're looking to go long, where you need to go long, how you need to go long, if you need to go short. Like right now, I don't know if this current setup is a doable short. I would want a follow through candle to the downside. This ending up being just a pause candle as we come down, a little backfill, little push, up to where we came from, and then tomorrow or the next day we get the big red candle down. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Now let's go something a little bit more positive here. This weekly chart. And she's the blue arrow here is where we got in. And all this consolidation, we were just, holding off until we saw a confirmed breakout and then follow through. And then, as you see, we're pretty much holding over the, let me take all that off. Pretty much holding over the 200, which is real um, um, bullish, real positive for price action. But what we want now, as you see, this weekly, see 1 week, 2, 3, 4 weeks here. What are we doing? Inside bar. We're trading in closing inside this red candle. Now we traded over it. We traded under it. Big deal. It doesn't matter. Okay. What counts is where we close in here. And eventually we're going to either close on the upside here and take off to who knows where. Or we're going to close under it and come back at minimum to this 20, maybe even lower. Okay. So anyway, that's kind of what needs to be, in your mindset right now, thinking about just holding off, not financial advice, just saying you need confirmation here one way or the other. Okay, let's look at Solana. If I can click on it right. And on the weekly chart here, just a heck of a move to the upside. We are getting a little extended over the 20. And people say there's no guarantees, no absolutes, no 100% in the market. That's not true. They don't know what they're doing. 100% of the time, 1,000% guarantee price will always come back into that 20. Okay, either on the way down, as you see here, 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 and then it'll ride that 20 on the way up. Okay, and this is even the weekly. It happens even more times, obviously, on the daily because it's a shorter time period. But at some point, might not be this week, next week, or whatever, but uh, Solana's going to trade sideways or down. See here, it traded sideways and let that 20 come up into it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks there. Okay. And so that is what's going to happen again. If you haven't got in or you want to add to or whatever, that might be not financial advisor. That might be an idea. Like right here, see how we came up, consolidated, let the 20 catch up. Now, where was the breakout? Everybody was, you know, gnawing, their teeth here, grinding it out, uh, going, how, getting whipsawed in and out, not knowing where it is, where the price was going to go. And look at the breakout candle. Okay, how easy was it to just sit on your hands, wait for the breakout candle? See, and that's why you need to just trade a few altcoins or a few stocks or whatever so that you can know how they trade. Obviously, Solana loves these consolidation zones and then sit on your hands, get into the breakout, wait for it to come back into the 20, and then watch for the next consolidation breakout, get back in, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So here we are, but let me put everything back on. Okay. That's a measured move here. As you can see, we came down into it yesterday, even on the slam down, the worst pullback we've had in months and months in crypto, came down into our measured move zone, which is in the course below, how to set that up, what to look for. And here we are back over the 20. Now, not financial advice. I get tired of saying that, but you got to say it for people. If we take out that red candle tomorrow and the next day, that might be a quote unquote scale in opportunity, possibility of coming back up here and retesting this high. Okay, so on the daily, you can uh, wait for those intersections back into the 20 and just sit there and wait until you see a breakout candle, a big green candle, get in, and then on the opposite side too if you're a bear. Okay, but anyway, holding the 20 is very bullish, very positive for Solana, and taking out that previous candle here. Not that it's 100% guarantee, but it does up your odds, does up your probabilities of continuation to the upside. And really what you want to see is this low, and then maybe come up a little higher, come back in for another pivot. See how we came down, pivot, and then when you take out that previous high over here, is when you can see some great progress in price action. And that's all you've done. See low, higher low, higher low. See how it pivots up, pivot up, pivot up, so on and so forth. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the charts.